My dear brothers and sisters, it's a great honor to address you, people who've come together because of a calling in the heart for human unity. The call for human unity goes back a long way. In the Upanishads is a mantra. The world is one family. In fact, that's over the parliament in India, that statement. And if you look at the iteration of the Golden Rule, it really is an affirmation of treating all lives as one wants to be treated. And you find some iteration of it in every single wisdom tradition and every religion. When Jesus said, treat your neighbor as yourself, neighborhood was relatively small. But today, neighborhood is a moral location. And I would say that the neighborhood is the entire planet. That spiritual admonition, guidance of seeing the human family as one, as a doorway to recognizing the sacredness of all life, of course. But that first step of seeing the unity of humanity is now not just a spiritual imperative, it is a practical necessity. 50 to 70% of our oxygen comes from the phytoplankton, which depends on the health of the oceans. And climate change is dramatically affecting the Gulf Stream and the very pH of the oceans, and thus our very lungs. Pandemics don't recognize borders. We can't live in a vaccine apartheid world. And nuclear weapons threaten every life on the planet. When the Golden Rule was first articulated in each of the faith traditions, the capacity of destroying the future didn't even exist. But today that practical reality is before us. And those of us who want to bring love into action are seeking traction to bring the information that we're receiving from our conscience in the heart into action. And I have a suggestion. Out of this exalted parliament should be a call to every institution that has a moral legitimacy, every faith institution and university, that they should at least follow the investment guidelines of a secular state, Norway, that took its benefit from the windfall of the oil in the North Sea into a pension fund that's now over $1.2 trillion in value. No investments in enterprises that violate human rights, such as child labor or slavery. No investments in enterprises that grossly violate the environment, so no fossil fuels. And no investments in enterprises that benefit from weapons of indiscriminate effect, landmines, cluster munitions, and nuclear weapons. So these three, ending poverty, protecting the climate, ending nuclear weapons, are together. The poverty of values is the most severe poverty we face today. And those of us in this exalted gathering are people who come together because of the values that have awakened in our hearts. And the highest value is the value of love. So we've made the journey from the head to the heart and found the importance of loving one another. We now have to bring it from the heart to the hand and bring it into action. It's my prayer that that same power that awakens our conscience, that causes us to have hearts of gratitude, give us the wisdom and the courage to accept the blessing and the faith that we can bring our love into action and love our neighbor as ourself for this and future generations, for the glory of the gracious gift of our time together in life, and for the fulfillment of becoming fully human. May we become fully human and examples of that love that we feel so powerfully in each of our hearts. Thank you so much, and God bless those who help bring this meeting together. Thank you, and God bless all of us and bring peace to our lives and to the wonderful web of life itself.